You used to live like the clock owed you mercy, like tomorrow was wired to always show. Then life broke your jaw in a cheap lit hallway and walked off clean without saying my bad once. Now dawn hits hard on a rusted Saint, cold water cracked mirror, I still mean. You lace them boots like you're loading a weapon, 'cause today don't care what you used to be. Grandpa pops under your tires pulling out, radio dead, just the engines growl. That silence ain't empty, it's sharpening you like a blade getting honest before it's swung. Every morning's a line in the dirt you draw. This side breathes, that side gets lost. You don't beg for fire, you don't chase relief. You show up heavy in your pay and sweat and teeth. You built a body the dark can't swallow, bone on bone, habits stacked like stone. You ain't hunting motivation that's hollow. You laid brick by brick round your soul. The night still circles, still knows your name, but it don't rush in like it did before. You built a body the dark can't swallow. You ain't prey anymore. Backroom gym hums like a bad confession. Fluorescent buzz, iron talking slick. Your hands wrap steel, skin splits open, blood beads up, you don't wipe it quick. Someone leans in the doorway, half-known faces. Man, why you do this to yourself? You breathe through the burn and answer low, 'cause if I don't, I'll be someone else. Chain on your neck taps every rep, Bible in your bag you don't open yet. Outside wind drags dust across the light, sounds like time trying not to forget. You strike a match, burn yesterday's lies, ash falls slow like a final vow. No crowd, no proof, no witness here, just you deciding again right now. Devil says rest, God stays quiet. Your own voice cuts clean through the riot. Stand up straight, hold the line, do it ugly, do it on time. You built a body the dark can't swallow, scarred but set, steady and cold. You didn't pray for wings or tomorrow. You learned how to carry the load. The dark's still there, yeah, it always will be, but it waits outside like it knows the score. You built a body the dark can't swallow. Not fearless, just no longer food.
Had a prayer said for me in a minute, son. Even that stained glass Jesus quit looking down. Broken pews as a bench press, rusted nails in the wood. That light up top flickers like a heart that don't want to pound. I drag on with a choir used to rise, boots on cold tile, hear it talk back, crack, crack. Every push is a confession with no pastor in the room, just sweat hitting stone like holy water, gone black. Wind sneaks through the cracked out steeple, tastes like sand. My old chain necklace bites my throat when I breathe. I catch my face in a shattered mirror by the door, and that man in the glass don't ask for relief. I used to beg forgiveness like it was owed to me. Now I know Ain't no pardon for a man who won't change what he do. So I bleed in the quiet, make a vow with my hands, and I don't look away when the truth comes through. I don't train to get saved, I train to deserve staying alive. Watching me try. I'm the sinner in the sermon, and the storm in the one. Sweat like backward baptism, running cold down my spine. I don't train to be clean, I train to survive. Showed up near sundown, boots in the gravel, hair smelling like smoking trouble she wouldn't name. That wild kind of love, pretty as a knife in moonlight, cuts you while it kisses, then laughs at the pain. She said, you still trying to lift that guilt off your chest? I said, baby, it don't lift, it learns to behave. She stepped to the altar like she owned the ruin, traced the bullet-scarred wood like she was picking a grave. Outside, my old enemy rolled by slow in a truck, headlights crawling the windows like two pale eyes. He hollered, you still hiding in God's dead house, boy. I smiled through a split lip, now I'm learning to rise. I wrapped my chain around my fist, felt the metal get warm, and I laid my cracked Bible open like a blade. Not to read it, just to face it, page for page, like a man looking dead at the mess that he made. Devil in my left ear, talking slick, calling it power. God in my right ear, quiet as a grave. So I choose the only voice that never lies to me. The barbell hitting iron, the heartbeat I can still save. I don't blame the night, I don't curse the past, I don't call it fate when it's my own damn hand. I take what I broke, I carry it straight, and I walk it through fire like a grown man. I don't train to get saved, I train to just stay alive. Just awake in the cold light, and for the first time in years, I don't run from my life. Breaks gray over a tin roof town. Boots hit gravel, no sound but breath. I quit explaining a long time ago. Let my reasons bury with the rest. No posts, no prayers, no speeches made. Just a mirror fog, then a jaw said hard. Chain on my neck, sweat on my palms. I clock in early with the dark. I light a match, burn yesterday's notes. Ash in the sink like a quiet oath. When
when the sun peeks in through the blinds, and don't ask me nothing, so I don't boast. They say, man, why you so damn cold? I say nothing, let the steel reply. Silence keeps better secrets than miles. Discipline don't need alibis. I get dangerous when I quit needing you to see me. I get heavy when I stand on my own 2 feet. No applause, no crown, no mercy deal. I let the work talk loud while I keep it real. I don't need approval to bleed and endure. A man who holds himself upright scares a world that likes him weak. Night shift hums in the backroom gym. Fluorescent buzz like a bad confession. I train when nobody's watching now, paying interest on past transgressions. She calls once, voice low, says you okay? I say yeah, just busy being better. That wild love taught me a brutal truth. You can't save a man who won't pull the lever. Old friend rolls by in a beat up Ford, leans out laughing, says you're still mad at life. I rack a bar looking dead in the eye. Nah, I just stopped asking it to be nice. Blood beads up where the knurling bites. I smear it clean on a white wall cross. Ain't a prayer, it's a mark, a line. What it cost me is what it costs. Devil whispers, prove him wrong. God stays quiet, lets me choose. Talk to myself between the reps. Stand up straight, don't you flinch, don't lose. I got dangerous when I quit needing you to get me. I got solid when I carried my own blame. No spotlight, no pride, no victory speech. Just a spine held straight in the flame. I don't chase respect, I earn it in the dark. Every sacrifice nobody claps for. I keep that cold clear fire sitting behind my eyes. Ain't peace, it's acceptance, and it keeps me on my feet. Neon humming that backroom gym, laid and low, dust on the mirror like a coat of old sin. I stare dead center, see that scared little man, the one who used my skin just to hide and hate. I don't hate him, nah, hate's too easy. I just got tired of letting him lead me. So I wipe that glass with a blood-warm thumb, and I tell my own face, boy, you done. Chain on my neck clinks off when I breathe. Bible in my bag like a brick I don't read. Outside the wind drags sand down the street. Sounds like a shovel when it scrapes concrete. Every set's a dirt clod, every rep's a nail. I don't need a hymn, I like it when it's stale. Pain don't preach, but it keeps me straight, and that's more truth than most folks ever ate. If God's still watching, he ain't saying much, so I do the talking with iron and blood. I bury the old me under every workout. No tears, no cry, no savior to shout. Each ache's a board, each breath's a vow. I'm building a coffin and I'm closing it now. Don't ask me why I'm changing like that. The man I'm killing don't need to come back, huh? She rolled in after mid-eye early. Eyes like flame, leather jacket, busted lip, half smile, no shame. That wild love, that kinda don't heal clean. It'll kiss your mouth, then poison your dreams. She said, you still fighting ghosts in that glass? I said, nah, I'm making sure they don't last. She laughed real low like a match in a jar, and she touched my chain like she knew who we are. Out in the lot, my old buddy turned enemy. Lean on his truck, talking slick like memory. Man, you can lift all night, still right inside. I spit on the gravel and looked him in the eye. Maybe, but I'm rotten honest, I ain't hiding this time. I lit up a little fire in a rusted tin pan, tossed in a strip of my old notes, old plans. Watched them curl in the ash, black edges glow like a past getting smaller the more I let go. Mirror says coward, devil says same. Love says burn, and I whisper my name. I press that weight till my vision goes white. Then I hear my own voice cut clean through the noise. Boy,
you ain't dead. You just been afraid. So I dig, I don't pray, I do the work anyway.
I bury the old me under every workout. No bells, no mercy, no hand to pull me out. Each scar's a scripture, each bruise a clue. I'm not looking for clean, I'm looking for true. When folks ask what flipped me, I just turn away. Cause the man I'm putting down don't get a say. And that cold little light in the bottom of my chest ain't joy, it's respect for the part of me that didn't quit yet. Yeah. That didn't quit yet. That didn't quit yet. That didn't quit yet.
Fluorescent lights shake over a back alley gym. Dust in the air like prayers that quit early. He walks in alone, hood up, jaw set, mirror shows a face that don't beg mercy. He don't come here to get strong for the summer. He comes to put chains on a thing in his skull. Cold bar in his hands, knuckles already split, concrete floor humming like a loaded bull. Wide room, no cloud, just staring at breath. The crack wall, cross leaning sideways, half blind. He looks at it once, then looks back at himself, like asking which one of them's gonna break this time. Some days he moves like a body with no spark, eyes open, soul gone, still showing up. Cause if he stops even once to think, that dog starts talking loud as hell. So he lives through the quiet, keeps the noise in his chest. He trains like a blood ride, slow and severe. Not a sport, not a hobby, this is keeping it clear. Every breath cuts short, every burn talks back. He don't run, don't dodge what's crawling up his past. He ain't trying to be holy, he ain't trying to be saved. This ritual's but not turning into something deranged. Camera finds him from the side, sweat hitting the mat, drop spread out like a map of old sins. Chain round his neck clanks when he racks the weight. Bible on the bench, never open, still in. She leans in the doorway, boots crossed at the heel. Smell of smoke and that reckless kind of love. She says you're still fighting what lives in your head. He don't look up, just grunts, gives the bar another shove. Outside an engine idle, someone he knows used to run with him, now just a ghost. Voice through the door says, man, you can't lift that away. He breathes through his teeth, watch me try anyway. He palms a lighter, burns a strip of old notes, lets the ash fall slow in a rusted pan. That fire ain't warm, but it keeps him awake. That's enough for a man like him. Devil says quit, God don't say a word. Love just watches, arms crossed her. So he listens to muscle, to born under strain. The only voice left that still tells the truth straight. He trains like a blood